from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sun rises, when the sun
Okay, I think we're here. I think we got it going.
Good morning.
Hey, that did not sound like you were in a can.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Yes.
The sound snob.
I mean, I got to make sure that you're sounding okay. Got to do my best.
The misophonia king.
I know. Oh my gosh. Listen, I can't. Yeah, I am. Mr. Phony has got me locked
That's
in.
right. The Lord has blessed
comedy.
you
Thank you for the gift.
With two antidotes for that.
They are not. They are triggers. Are you talking about Noonie and Wreck-It Ralph? They are not antidotes to misophonia. They are triggers.
They're gonna help you break out of it.
They absolutely do not.
They
make it worse on so many
elements,
different ways. In so many different ways, they make it worse.
I used to be a germaphobe, and then I was blessed with two male creatures.
Okay, I will say I agree with that part because I was never a germaphobe. I think I'm too country for that. But I will say that having kids makes you a disgusting individual.
Yeah.
Because you will be so tired at one point in the middle of the night. You will wake up and be like, there's pee in the bed. And you will change them and throw a towel down and go back to sleep. You will change them, throw a towel over the pee and go back to sleep.
Yeah, I've had mattress covers on my beds forever for that simple thing because I know what's going to happen. Some of the beds have two mattress covers, so I could just take the mattress cover off and wash it.
Look,
and throw it back on top of the other mattress cover.
when you are like single, no kids, that high tax bracket. When you are single, no kids, you have the luxury of being a neat freak, of being a snob, so to speak. You can just like, oh, I leftovers, posh. I do not condone eating left. When you have kids, your leftovers can last the whole week because you're
Yeah,
just
that's
tired.
right. You might not even eat. Sometimes I be eating sleep for dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Kids make you make that kind of choice. And what's up, everyone? We see y'all. We see
Good
you everywhere we are
morning.
currently broadcasting to. Even the places that are not showing up there because I've got to fix Instagram. Instagram, we're screaming to you for the first time. Welcome.
Well, hello.
But yeah, I mean, you will sit and go, listen, I can either eat or I can sleep. I can't do both.
No.
I can't do both. And I always choose sleep. That's why my memory issues, I'm not upset about them because I know it's not me about to head to the upper room. I have not contracted brain worms. It's because I don't sleep. That's what it is. That's what I'm going with anyway.
No, that's your story, and you sticking to it, huh?
I am sticking to it, ma'am. I'm
Yeah.
sticking to
When
it.
my siblings talk about they don't have time to go to college, and I'll just look at them and I'm like, don't tell me what you don't got time to do.
Listen, you need to just get away because eventually it's gonna all be over with. Everyone's like, "Oh, they're such a blessing," and they are. Those
Yeah.
little hugs and I was feeding Wreck-It Ralph, and then my sister's feeding Noonie because if they can see each other, it's a wrap. And then she said, I heard my sister say, "She's coming to feed you," and here comes Noonie with her little baby fork and a piece of soggy sausage on the end, and I'm like, "Oh boy!" And I was stuck. I couldn't find anywhere to go. And I'm like, I can't ditch this sausage. And so I just had to muscle it down. And then that big smile and hug, it's like she was saying, "You're such a good boy. Look at you being a big boy eating off the fork." And I was like, okay, that was kind of sweet, even though I had to eat that disgusting sausage.
My kids didn't share, so I didn't have those problems.
Hmm. So look, let me enter spiritual life coaching mode. So we know that children observe through observation. So if they don't share, ergo, come to think of it, you offered me a watermelon twice when you came down here. I ended up taking it back home with you.
Well, I thought you didn't want it.
Y'all, I think we've uncovered that Naomi does not like to share. That's why kids don't like to share. Oh,
I didn't know if you wanted it or not. I was like, maybe that's weird. I had to ask Sherry. I was like, is that weird?
shoot, no. I had said, yeah, I want that watermelon. Shoot,
Is
hey,
that
that's part of
weird?
the stereotype that fits me.
I was like, do you bring stuff to people's house? Like, I don't know. What do normal people do?
You are supposed to bring a gift. You're supposed to come
Well, I did. I brought
bearing
noise
gifts.
makers and
You
books
absolutely
for the
did.
kids.
You absolutely did. But guess what? They were fine. They
They
were
were.
fine.
Because
What's
they
up,
do their
everyone?
job collecting dust.
Welcome to the Conjure Cafe. So the Conjure Cafe is different from our normal scheduled programming in that this is me and my high octane, high energy co-host Naomi. Naomi, whoa. Look, you're at 10. I need you at 2. I'm trying to talk to the people. And this is where we start your day you start your day off right with some really cool, laid back spiritual vibes.
You got to start your week off right because neither one of us know what day it is. It's Monday number 78 or something.
We literally wake up every day and go, hey, um, my bad. Today is podcast day. Are you gonna be ready? I told her eventually I'm just gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be like November. I'm gonna be like, how did this happen?
uh, I'm looking forward to the fall. I like fall weather. It's nice and soggy and chill outside.
I like it because one, it's cooler, and coming out of this death trap of a summer we're having so far down here, it's cooler, but also the best colognes and clothes are fall and winter.
You know what? I've been pretending like I'm aware of my stuff, and I just change my closets out every season and wear the same thing I've been wearing all year.
You know what? We got it. Listen, okay, let's enter life coaching mode yet again. Naomi, we got to get you out. See, regular coaching doesn't work on you because you have this weird thing going on where you just don't care. Everyone else is like, yeah, I want to be out and be more social and be popular. And you're just like, whatever. I kind of like this sweatshirt.
Yeah, this is my emotional support sweat, or my emotional support hoodie.
Oh my gosh. You know, I'm going to turn the whole emotional support thing like on his head. I'm going to like, you know what? I'm going to have one of my snakes certified as my emotional support animal, and I'm going to go walking through like Costco with like a
Wrapped up
12
like a sweater.
with a 12-foot snake draped around my shoulders like, "Hey, no. No. No,
Well,
we're not going to do this
you
today."
can't take emotional support animals in the store. They're not service animals.
Well, I'm going to have it certified as a service snake.
Well, she can. One of your snakes can be a service animal as long as it doesn't bite people.
I have been, I'm going to say, listen, I've been diagnosed with directive avoidance autism. That's a thing. Did you know that?
I've never heard of directive avoidance autism.
Yeah, it's where if someone tells you to do something, you immediately don't want to do it.
Oh, that's ADHD.
I did not
Oppositional
know that was a
defiance
thing.
disorder.
Yeah, well, whatever. I think I may have said the wrong thing, but I
Yeah,
just
because
knew that
my
that was a
oldest
thing.
son
I
has
thought it
that.
was just being spoiled.
My oldest son has that, and every once in a while, I have to like remind him that I can send him to his grandma, first class.
Listen, so Naomi, so I discovered it through like, of course, a video because everything's over video now, and the example they showed it was like a skit, and dude was like, I guess this guy and his girlfriend were about to go out, leave the house for something, and he was like, "Honey, will you do me a favor and grab the bag or something?" And then she had it on her shoulder, but his back was turned. So he didn't see. He was just, hey, babe, do me a favor and grab the bag. And he turned around and she's just standing there like, "But I already have it. You're telling me to get it already." And he was like, "Oh, here we go again." And now she's like, "No, I don't want to go anymore." And I'm like, that's like literally most men and our interactions with y'all, period. Because we're not your father. And you love telling we ain't your daddy, don't tell you what to do.
Oh my god!
Now I don't want to go no more. I don't
No,
want to go no more.
it's more like it's something that you're gonna do, and you tell me to do it, even though I was gonna do it. Then now I don't want to do it anymore. That's it. I'm done.
I can't believe they've put a diagnosis on sassiness.
It's not sassy.
You just stop sassing. I'm old and southern. You're just sassing.
Like I would tell him, "Hey, put your glasses on," and he's like, "Wait, I gotta do 1180 things before I put the glasses on." I'm like, "Just put the glasses on."
Listen, I'm so old and southern that one time I don't know what my sister was doing. It's getting on my nerves. I said, "You know what? The problem is you don't want to mind." That's the problem. You don't want to mind. She was like, "Mind? I don't want to mind." Like, yeah, you don't want to mind.
But wasn't you born in Atlanta? I don't see that as Southern. Did you get more Southern when you moved down to the middle of nowhere?
What you don't understand is like a lot of us who grew up in a certain era in Atlanta, every summer, guess where you are?
Oh, in the country with your family?
In the country. In the country. And I'm like, I think that's how Gen X survived down here, because in the summer they would just ship you off. Like your parents would just send you away.
They would get their recoup time.
No, and then there were some summers where you could, where you could stay around town and kick it. But yeah, for the most part, that's it. You know what's funny though? So, Atlanta was the missing and I grew up during the missing and deleted children time, where there was a guy who was going around picking up kids and deleting them, right? You know what our parents did? You think they kept us inside? No, they just like, here, go outside and stay outside all day, but take your little sister with you. And it's like, I don't think she's gonna be much help in an escape attempt. Matter of fact, I think she's gonna slow me down. Are you willing to be missing one child, Mom? Because I'm gonna be fast.
Yeah, you don't. I think that's a different generation. But you know what's funny? I was the same way in New York, and I was just rolling around 14 years old with a 1-year-old. Just, you know,
Wait, what?
exploring around. My sister, she's 25.
Oh, I was like, whoa, Naomi, this is something. Hey, let's explore this.
No.
This is something I didn't know. I'm like, I told you were young because I was like, your kids are not that old, so you're young.
No, I almost didn't have kids. I was almost rich auntie, and then I wasn't.
Hey, that dude spit that game. Spit that game. Next thing you know, here we go.
Real players mess up too.
Gosh. Anyway, so you got any announcements? Anything going on? What's going on in the life of Naomi D?
Being a pet influencer is hard. It's hard.
Why is it hard? Your dog does all the work.
She be driving me crazy. You know how hard it is to record a dog that just want to bite you all the time?
Yes.
She bites me and then she roll on her back and be like, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, the thing is, to me, being a dog or a pet influencer is no different from being like a family influencer filming your kids. They're all savage.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I can't.
They're all savage.
It will call the cops on me.
You know, the funny thing is, there are times when like Wreck-It Ralph or Noonie hop onto my stream, and like I've got to go and tend to something. And I'm like, ooh, make sure this mic ain't on. Y'all hear me in the other room. Now you sit down. Stop it right now.
I know. I have to get loud sometimes because my son doesn't really care to answer to his name. So I have to kind of make eye contact with him. I'm like, hey, stop. Hey, stop.
You.
Hey. And I repeat myself like 8 times.
That works.
And he'll finally get tired of hearing me talking. He'll be like, yes. I'm like, dang, I don't like to repeat myself. And the Lord said, for real?
Listen, I don't either. But guess what? Like you said, the Lord says for real. You about to repeat yourself today, my boy, and all day and every day.
Yeah, and then sometimes I get the dog and the youngest ones confused because I'm always yelling at them.
Okay. Chat, did anybody hear that? Anybody else hear that besides me? That she said she gets her youngest child and the dog confused sometimes.
Yeah, I call my son Halo sometimes because
oh my God.
They always doing something. They just take turns getting on my nerves.
Listen, look, Holistic Honey over on TikTok said loud and clear. We heard that. We heard that. My man said you get in the chat.
So
said put him in the front lane and rest, Naomi.
Oh no.
The Empress don't say I get all my kids confused. Like all of them. Gosh. Well, have you decided whether or not you are going to like go whole hog with your website designing and planning so we can just put you out there?
I mean, I've been doing it. I don't know that. Honestly, I don't see that the market is asking for that.
Well, you don't know. People were asking one time before.
I'll take, I don't mind building websites. I love it. But yeah. I'm gonna put my website back up. I took it down for a while, but I'm gonna put it back up.
Got you. Well, I mean, you did a great job with mine. So if you guys go to trueconjure.com, where you should be going for the finest in hoodoo supplies, implements, and connections, because we have a growing community there. And you go, hey, this site is amazing. It looks great. Well, Naomi's she's the one to I won't say to blame, but she's the one responsible. Let's go ahead and there we go.
Well, you can join the community and let your truth flag fly.
There we go. Give her a round of applause there. And she, even though she did not build the site for Crossroads Daily Brew, where you can get your finest and hoodoo themed coffees and brews, she's very integral in connecting the two, connecting the franchises. This episode of Cafe Conjure is brought to you by Crossroads Daily Brew, where you can get the finest in your hoodoo themed caffeinated beverages. I'm trying out mushroom coffee right now because people were asking if I was going to carry that, and so I'm trying it out. I don't think I can go whole hog this instead of coffee.
Well, it ain't kicked in yet.
Right now, I'm doing the like the dirty version, which is a coffee mushroom blend, and I like that better.
I might need to try this mushroom stuff because I didn't start drinking coffee until we were out in the middle of nowhere freezing, and the only hot thing they had was coffee, and I used to it was mostly cream with a little bit of coffee on top of it because it was cold. And now I just drink black coffee with sugar.
Yeah, weren't you surprised that coffee just makes you so much happier?
It does.
It does. I mean, coffee is like happy juice. You drink it in the morning, and now all of a sudden, you can tolerate the people in your house.
Yeah, I had I suffered from migraines, and the neurologist said you should stop taking caffeine. I was like, well, that's not gonna happen.
Right. We ain't about to do that.
No.
How about I don't?
How about I don't go to jail?
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Yeah,
I was a
absolutely.
Monster person. I used to drink Monster and Mountain Dew all day. I had to stop that. I almost got in trouble. Yeah, that wasn't.
At one point, I was such a caffeine, because we stream into TikTok, I can't say certain words. I remember because at this time I was working 2 full-time jobs. And so I would work one from 11 to 7. I get off from the 7 o'clock and then I go right around the corner. They wanted me there at 7, but I'm like, listen, there's no way. So I get there like 7:30 to like 3. And the crazy part, Naomi, is I would have a Monster and a 5-hour energy.
Oh.
And I would make caffeinated boiler makers where I would like take the can of Monster and I would drink it down like a quarter. Then I would dump the 5-hour energy into it. And they would look at me like you're looking at me right now.
And you probably didn't eat nothing because all that caffeine you don't need to eat.
I was looking amazing. At the time, I was looking amazing at the time.
You on that stress diet.
Right. Listen, that is why I'm doing like life coaching, and this is not a commercial. But let me tell you, I remember the stress diet. It is a thing.
It is.
And ironically, the stress diet paired with the alcohol diet, oh my gosh. I was unhealthy, I mean, and internally toxic, but I looked amazing.
You're slim.
Yeah, oh man, was I? I was
right
gaunt.
before I got out the army, I was so stressed out. My diet consists of chips, peanut butter cups, Red Bull, and coffee. And I think I got down 25 pounds.
You know, if you add in hot Cheetos, that's also the hood diet.
Yeah, I don't mess with no hot Cheetos.
If you eat hot Cheetos, that's also the hood diet.
Hot coffee and hot Cheetos, that'll burn a hole in your stomach.
That'll burn a hole in the nose of anyone who has to be around you while you talk or breathe out.
Yeah.
Okay, so no lie. I had a godmother in Paula. Maxine, what's going on? Y'all, I figured it out. Look at that. We got somebody over on Instagram. What's going on? How are you?
Instagram?
Hey, Instagram. So I had a godmother in Palo Mayombe, right? And she drank black coffee and chain smoked Newports. And it was wild. She would wake up in the morning because for a lot of ceremonies there, you go and sleep at your godparents' house. Don't even think nothing of it. I started getting a hotel room because after a while I'm like, I'm too old to be making a pallet on the floor. I'm getting a hotel room and renting a car. We good. Like let these young bucks crash on your floor. But every morning she would you would say, "Hey, good morning," and she'd be like, and then she was like, "Oh, the spirits, Yemaya says that I should not speak to anyone until I have attended my daily duties." And I'm thinking to myself, you done smoked 3 cigarettes and drank 2 cups of coffee. Yemaya ain't told you that. Everybody up until this point in life has said, man, go, hey,
No, the
yeah, you,
spirit is
yeah,
like, let me help her. Let
Like
me help
your
her.
your breath smell like you got a lot on your mind. You need to go take care of that.
And as soon as you said that, I could smell. I know exactly what that smell was.
that smell. Everyone knows that smell, the
That
coffee and
smell.
cigarette smell. Everybody knows that.
Yes, that is
Mhm.
that is a very distinct smell. That and chewing tobacco.
Chewing tobacco. Listen, I almost got stung the other day by a bee because it wouldn't leave me alone. I'm pumping gas, and this bee was like following me because I smelled amazing. Obviously, smelled amazing, and I'm running from the bee, looking ridiculous. I'm sure because I'm running, fanning around my head, and I remember after the fact, I got in the car. I was like, man, I would have had to buy some chewing tobacco. That's an old remedy for a
Is
bee
it?
sting. Yeah. Down here, if you hit a bee sting, you chew some chewing tobacco and then put it on the bee sting.
Did
It's supposed
the
to draw the bee
tobacco
venom out.
company give you that remedy? Because that sounds like a
Probably.
tobacco.
But
Because as soon as you start chewing it, you're gonna get that sensation, and all of a sudden you chewing tobacco. Because that stuff is addictive. And I heard that they put stuff in it to cut your lips so you can make you absorb the chemicals even more.
I've heard that as well. I don't know how factual it is. Somebody help us look that up. Do they actually put little? Because I heard at one point someone said it was fiberglass. I heard it more so with what's the stuff that you lift your lip up like this and
Other
this?
patches, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was more so with that than the chewing tobacco, but I knew a fellow who chewed tobacco named Roy. Shout out Roy. Roy's in the upper room now. But he had no tops to his teeth in the back on that side. So it may be true. I don't know.
Did
But I
he
know that's what he
hold
was
it
chewing
in his
tobacco for.
mouth?
I think so, but he walked around one of those cups that made me want to retch.
Oh yeah,
The tobacco cup.
yeah. In the army,
Oh.
it's always a Mountain Dew bottle.
Mm.
At least it's a green bottle.
I just made my stomach turn. I just made my own stomach turn just now. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we get a lot of those, especially in the trucks. We be going a long way. There's a bunch of them in the truck. They use Gatorade bottles for other things too.
gross. We have so many remedies in the community, like the spider web in the cut. You ever heard of that one?
No,
That's right, because you're from up north. Y'all have no spirits up there.
we have
So
yeah. We don't.
so if you get a cut, you put spider web into it and it heals the cut. And I can say that works. I don't know if my camera will focus. But you see that line on my finger right there?
Yeah.
I had a deep cut when I was a child, and they packed it with spider web. And in retrospect, I'm like, why didn't y'all take me to the hospital? Why it was deep. Why didn't y'all take me to the hospital? But they didn't. They packed it with spiderweb and it healed up. Great.
You didn't lose your finger, so thank you,
Look,
Mom.
I was I was at a spiritual function, and everyone was drinking. It was like part Misa, part drumming, and it was over with. And at this, this is when the bottles came out. People were drinking and whatnot, and no lie, I was still seeing shadow like people in the house that was holding the function. But at this point, I was like everyone else that was still there, 3 sheets to the wind, and someone dropped a bottle and it broke. And if you know, in the spiritual community, somebody dropping a bottle, you're like, oh, what is about to go down, because for some reason, glass breaking heralds the start of some fizzuckery. And so I'm like, well, let me go and clean this up, right? Which I probably shouldn't have been the one, because I was 3 sheets to the wind, and I'm bending down to get a big shard, like the bottom, because like this part, when a bottle breaks, this part down here is normally still intact.
Yeah.
And it had like a little sharp piece. So as I'm bending down to pick it up, I feel something clamp around my wrist and drag my hand down, and it impaled my finger on a piece of glass. And I didn't know. I was like, huh. Because, I'd been imbibing. And I'm like, wow, what is that? And so I take the bottle and I pull it out. And when it sprays. And I'm like, oh. And alcohol thins your blood and also raises your blood pressure. And so it was going good. And I'm like, oh, well, this ain't good. Literally, that was my thought process.
No sense of urgency.
None. Shout out Tito's, friend of the show. Or was it? Wait a minute. What's the one? Patron. Yeah, Patron. You will feel no pain.
No, Patron goes down smooth and it just knocks you over.
Yeah. And so everyone's like, oh, you should go to the hospital. And I'm like, hold the phone. Someone bring me some cobweb. I'm about to show y'all a trick. And they proceeded to go out into the garage, because this is things that only drunk people do. Drunk spiritualists will do. They're listening to me and they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go find it. So they go out into like the garage area and find some of the dustiest, dirtiest cobwebs they can find. And they bring it to me, and I'm just like jamming it into this crater in my finger. And guess what? The bleeding stopped, stop. And they were like, oh my gosh, you are great. I'm like, I tried to tell you. Happy Monday. Leslie, thank you so much. EDZ, thank y'all for the gifts.
This is not constitute as medical advice, nor is he a doctor. If you cut your hand, please go to the doctor.
Please go to the doctor. Do not listen to it. Do not listen to a drunk spiritualist around you saying go grab some cobwebs. Like, let's not do that. Let's actually go and seek medical attention. It worked though. In front of everyone, which helped us cement, my legacy as being a global icon and a national treasure.
Yeah, no. The only heroic thing I've ever done drunk is lock somebody in their room. We had a lightweight, and she had a little bit too much. She was like, I want to go with y'all. Well, no, you not.
You locked her in the room?
Yes, I locked her in the room for her own safety.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I've never held anyone hostage.
It was her room.
Oh. Well,
I didn't lock her in my room. I locked her in her room. So she was safe.
How is it possible for an adult to get locked into a room?
I think the way our dorms were set up, you can lock it from both ways. I think I took her keys and locked her in the room.
That has got to be terrible in the event of a fire. Like it. Anybody seen Kimberly?
I think
like Kimberly perished in the fire. It's terrible.
Yeah. She'd be all right. She can jump
Oh,
out
my
the
goodness.
window.
Yikes! Yeah, I'm glad you left her an exit. Good job.
Yeah, the windows was open, so she could jump out. I mean,
Well,
we was about to go deploy to Iraq, and me and my friends got the bright idea to make some jungle juice.
what is?
I
Do
think that's what
tell.
it's called. But we got a bunch of fruit and
Mm,
a bunch. We had, those storage tubs that you store your clothes in. That's what it's
yeah.
made.
Nothing says fine dining and drinking experience like dipping a red Solo cup into a bucket.
It was the best thing.
Hey,
We put
Sandy.
a bunch of vodka, a bunch of fruit. The Kool-Aid tubs that you mix in, the one that's already pre-sweetened.
Yeah.
We dumped that in there. We dumped a 5-pound bag of sugar in there. No water, just alcohol and fruit and Kool-Aid. It was so sweet. People didn't know they was drunk until they was drunk.
Yikes.
We had people just hanging from the rafters, and it was a good time. Nobody died.
Something happened at 33 says trash can punch. Right.
It
Look,
was the best thing. I mean, and then once you ate the fruit, we had a good
Nancy says jungle juice is my jam. What?
It was a good
I have
time.
never. Look, Katie Mother says someone is taking notes. Like right now, someone's like, "This is a recipe. I have got to get this recipe down." I have never. I mean, no,
It was
I don't
great.
think.
It was a tropical punch one too. The blue Kool-Aid. That's my favorite.
I never knew you were so hood.
We had a good old time. I was 20, so
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, here in the Conjure Cafe podcast, we do not condone imbibing an alcohol under the age of 21.
Well, it was legal.
You got to give
in
that
Germany.
disclaimer. Oh well, yeah, unless you're in
Yeah,
Germany.
unless you're in Germany about to deploy, and everybody legal to drink.
Oh
You-
my God.
You about to go to war? You're illegal to drink.
I remember one time, and then this is gonna be the last story because we do not want to glorify this. But and I was like, this is like 20 years ago. My friend Cedric had bought a house in Paulding County, and this is when no one was in Paulding County. Right, it was like 7 people in the whole county. This was back when Paulding County had no highway access. The only way to get into Paulding County was to get off I-20 Thornton Road and just ride it for like 45 minutes. That's the only way you can get into Paulding County. It may still be that way. But he bought a house in the subdivision, and they were growing the subdivision. He was like one of the first couple of houses. And he was having a party, and we got so plastered that for some reason, well, no, I know why. Because we hit the golden moment. The golden moment in drinking is when someone comes up with an idea and it just makes sense to do it.
Oh my gosh.
No matter what the idea is, that's the golden moment when you've had so much to drink that someone says, "Hey, let's go stand on the roof and watch the stars." You're like, "Bet." That makes perfect sense right now. That makes perfect sense. Or it can be, "Hey, well, instead of going to the bathroom, let's just use this potted plant." Makes perfect sense to do. So for some reason, we got the bright idea to go touring the model homes in the new subdivision, because it's out in the middle of nowhere. They don't leave the models. They don't have them locked, right? And so we're like, "Hey, let's go tour them." It made sense to do it. He was like, "Man, y'all should all move up here, and then like we could all just hang out." And we're like, "Man, that's an amazing idea. Let's go." So we started walking around the model homes, Naomi. Like it's like just a bunch of plastered dudes. Like, oh yeah, like man, this could be a game room. Did I mention it's 1:00 in the morning?
I figured it was late.
Yeah. So they're clearly not open for business, but they left them unlocked. And we're walking around like, yeah, this could be, put a pool table right there. Like, oh man, this guy, look at the crawl space. Put a grill back there. We're doing all this stuff. And then we were like, yeah, let's go back to the house. Because we drove to the other side. And so somewhere between the model homes, which luckily, like no alarm called the cops, So somewhere between the model home and Cedric's house, we found this cul-de-sac. Naomi, we got lost in the cul-de-sac. We literally just kept going around in a circle. And I'm like, how in the hell? Where? How do you get out of here? And
Y'all,
finally,
two
I just
brain
stopped my
cells.
car and I get out. And Cedric was driving another car. He stopped and gets out. And I'm like, man, how we get out of here? I felt like we were stuck in a portal. But no, it's like the side street that you turn to get out of there. You know, and I guess my mind registered it as another driveway. So we just kept going past it. And so I don't know who to feel bad about first, like the person leading the idiocy or the person in the other car following, or maybe we're following each other. I don't know.
Y'all, not a brain cell in sight.
Not one.
I think when women have that golden moment, we end up making food, not touring places that are considered trespassing.
Y'all end up making food.
Yes.
So y'all
Like-
get drunk and start baking.
Yeah. Or cooking. I'll be hungry. I will find me some food. I have to drink on an empty stomach, so when I'm done, I have to eat something.
Okay, I have done, like, me and my brother have like 2:00 in the morning gotten out and started barbecuing. Just because we were it's 2:00. Let's fire up a damn grill. Shoot.
Drunk food, when you get drunk food, it's like the best tasting food you ever had in your life.
It is like,
Eating it with your
man,
eyes closed.
have you ever been like, man, they must have just baked this Twinkie? Because it's amazing. Like this one was fresh. That's one thing black folks do. When the food is good, we swear it's fresh. Like, boy, this honey bun right here is
reading the
fresh.
ingredients.
It's a fresh one. look at it like,
Get the back of the box.
being that amazing. Doggone it. They the Embroidery Queen says Paulding County is dark. It is. It's like down here. And the crazy part is, okay, little bit of hoodoo history, since this is a spiritual podcast. Everybody always wants to be like, oh, we work with the moon. I'm like, we never work with the moon, people. We never have. And I'm like, and then the reason being is because if you ever go to the country at nighttime, it is dark. It is different from city dark. Like the dark down here, because there's not even really street lights, because you saw I live off a dirt road.
Yeah, it's not
there's like 2 street lights. The dark down here, high beams can't even hit it. And just to put it in perspective, if you are trying to go somewhere, you turn on high beams, you can still only see ahead of you, to the left and to the right, while you're inside your car. The only way you have to see, you're able to see, is if there's like most cars have a little button where you can dim the dash lights to help get some of your night vision back, right? Otherwise, all you can see is what the high beam is illuminating right in front of you. Except for when there's a full moon. When there's a full moon, it illuminates everything. And you would be surprised, once you get acclimated to country life, you see that full moon and you just walk around, because now you can see so much better. And the reason I say in Hoodoo we have never worked with the moon is because the majority of the workings that we came up with were to facilitate freedom. And when you are trying to escape a plantation, you're not trying to do it during a full moon. The full moon, the moon was never our friend. It was often an enemy.
Yeah.
Because I need it to be as dark as possible when I'm trying to get away, and not like, bright light. And so we've never worked with the moon.
Yeah, I used to walk around. Well, the new moon is you in trouble because it is dark. And you just out of luck with that. But definitely a full moon, you can find your way around. We always was running around in the dark. That was great.
But
I was bred for this. My
You
mama's
got it.
side beams did not work when I learned how to drive in the country on the windy roads.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I mean, the country is the best place to learn to drive because it's not a whole lot you can run into. You just run off into a field, except for
Yeah.
where I am.
Those ditches, though, if you get in them ditches really fast, you're gonna bust your tire. You're gonna be out there for a while. I
Hmm.
remember I lived in Washington State, and I was riding my motorcycle, and I shouldn't have been. I
What's up,
think it
Demi?
might have been like February, and I almost hit a deer. And the only reason I didn't hit the deer is because he was still steaming, like he had just got hit, so he was still warm.
Oh, he was still tasty.
Yeah, the steam was still kind of because if I would have hit him, we would have both been on this side of the road.
Yeah,
Steaming.
he was still tasty.
Yeah, I'm
Shoot.
surprised he was still out there because nobody ain't throw him in the back of their truck.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't. Deer's nasty.
it is absolutely not.
It's
It's
nasty.
absolutely not.
I've tried it twice and I didn't like it.
That's because it was cooked bad.
I guess.
Shoot,
Yeah.
deer is amazing. The only problem with deer meat is that it's so lean that you got to add fat to it. Otherwise, whenever you cook it, it just crumbles. I mean, it just crumbles into like browned ground beef or whatever.
I mean, the first time I think I had it, it was in a stew, and I don't think those people used any seasoning, so it probably wasn't any.
Oh, well, see. Now, next time I have listen. So when we decide to do our Sinners parody, I am gonna cook some deer, and y'all gonna be like, wow. Y'all gonna be like, wow. So if y'all don't know, I really want to do a parody of the movie Sinners with all of you guys. Y'all come down, and I was talking about it yesterday on Kick. So I've got I've got a handful of really close white friends, and so the funny thing is, but only one of them is a lady, and my good friend Mel. And I said, Mel, you know your role. You know who you're gonna be in the movie. And the funny thing is, look, the funny thing is, she hadn't seen it, so she went and watched the movie. And I said, "Hey, you know who?" She's like, "I'm aware of my role." I'm like, "You the only one. You play a pivotal role."
I still
Right.
haven't seen it yet. I've been meaning to watch it. I still haven't seen it yet.
Look, hey, there's my other white friend, Brock. Brock said, "I know who ain't playing cornbread." Right, Brock. We know who you're gonna be, Brock. And it's not cornbread. Okay? We know who you're gonna be. So
I'll be on
everybody
time.
come down. We're gonna have fun. Demi in the chat says, I don't know if I missed your feedback. What did you honestly think about Sinners? I thought that it was I won't say a very good movie. It was watchable, it was entertaining. I think that it people overplayed the spirituality in it. It's a vampire movie. That's it. It's a vampire movie. People overdid the spirituality, but on a side note, hey, people are buying mojo bags now, which I mean, I will absolutely make you a mojo bag. It'll draw you love, draw you luck, draw you money. It will not protect you against vampires, though. I do not warranty my mojo bags against vampires. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't.
Well, we have vampires in real life. They're energy vampires.
There are energy
They're
and sanguine
cold.
vampires,
Yeah.
but I can't listen. Isn't up. King Lou's Hoodoo Shop does not warranty the mojo bags against vampire attack. However, if you do purchase a mojo bag from King Lou's Hoodoo Shop and you do not survive a vampire attack, we will refund the cost of your mojo bag to your next of kin.
That's a damn shame.
If your next of kin is not made known after the purchase of the mojo bag, then this warranty is now null and void. If it is later found out that your unaliving was not the direct result of the vampire, if, for example, you are running from the vampire and you crash into a tree and unalive yourself, this warranty is now null and void. If it's later found out that it was not a vampire but was instead a crackhead, this warranty is null and void.
Our kids don't bother nobody.
Just that, man. Yes, they do. I have nothing
No.
against them because I mean that happens, but I mean, come on, listen. I don't want you wiping my windshield with that grimy paper and who knows
Oh,
what in that bottle.
I've
I don't know
never
what's in
had
that
that
bottle.
problem. I didn't know you can get a ticket for giving money to panhandlers in Atlanta. I was like, that's rude.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that you can get a ticket for that.
Huh, I did
It's
not know.
normally men. I never really see women out there.
Well, because the women panhandlers, they tend to be somewhere else.
Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah, I
They
seen this one guy. He said he used to be a man of the night. He needs some help. I was like, that's very honest.
we overshare in the world now. We need to bring shame back.
Shame is gone.
We need to bring it
We
back.
are unashamed, unapologetically ourselves now.
People will come and confess so many things to me, and I'm like, because I love everyone. That is true. I love everyone. I may not like everybody, but I do love everyone because my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ said that should be so. And I try my best to be obedient. I'm not always successful, but I try my best. So I do love everyone. I may not like you, but I love you. Now, but here's the other side of that coin. People say we listen, but we don't judge. I do. I try not to make you feel like you're being judged, but I'm sitting here listening to your stories like, whew, I'm going to wipe my phone down. I'm about to wipe my phone down because good God almighty.
I mean, yeah, some things should be, taken to the grave. Some things should be taken to the grave.
What's up, Mama Sunfire? How are you? What were you yesing? Bringing back shame like JoJo? Yes, bring back shame. Some stuff you just gotta, you keep it to take it. There are some things I am taking to the tomb. You hear me?
You need to put on the site some journals. I think that's what we need as a society. Some things should just put it in your journal and put it away.
Okay, so what were you trying to plug the shop? Because bam, I still have not put these on there, y'all. So I got a bunch of these in, and I gave a couple to Naomi and Sherry because when they came down here, they worked. They didn't just come to hang out with a global icon and national treasure. No, they worked, and I'm like, man, thank y'all. But this thing, it's got like notepad, little sticky notes. Of course, it's got paper in there, and it's got this little pen and it's got a wooden pen. I got to put these on the site.
You know why he got that, y'all? Because his brain is going.
It is, man, what? Going? You're speaking as if it is an ongoing process. That process has, listen, gone. And like I said, I don't think I have something organically wrong. I know it's lack of sleep. It's not even stress. Life is so good right now. Like, I mean, I'm happy. I'm not rich, but if they send me a bill, I can generally send it back out to them with something attached to it. I don't just do like Fred Sanford, just put the bill back in the mailbox. But, life is good. So it's not really stress. It's just these kids don't let me sleep.
I don't think it's the kids. I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Because now you have the internet and you got access to all types of stuff. So you just could do stuff and, you starting all these different projects at the same time and your brain is like overworked. Like, how you have too many tabs open on your computer starts going, that's what's going on in your brain.
You are brilliant. That might be it.
Don't be blaming.
But see, ADHD that's my superpower.
I mean, I understand because I do it too. I was talking to ChatGPT. ChatGPT was like, "That's a lot."
Okay, listen, you're not one of them two, right? Please, Naomi, listen, we're friends. You can message me. Don't turn into one of these people. I spend all day talking to ChatGPT. That's not a real person. That is not someone. That is not someone to talk to. Are you aware that there's 8 billion people on this planet? You can talk to one of them.
You just said that you was gonna judge us, but
Yeah.
ChatGPT don't judge you.
You don't know
ChatGPT be
that.
like, yeah, you could do that. You could do all of those things together at
Chat
the same
GPT is the
time.
biggest ass kisser
It is,
out.
and
I have everything that I propose to it. It's like, man, that is a wonderful idea.
yeah, it's
That's a
never
wonderful
gonna tell
idea.
you no.
Listen, I introduced myself to it one time, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know if you're aware, but this is who I am. And they're like, oh my gosh, it is a pleasure to meet you, Papaloo. Your name rings out in the Hoodoo community. And I said, you are absolutely amazing. I understand why this is addictive.
Yep. And
You
don't
are
Twitter have like a male and female character that people can date?
Oh my gosh. I hope not. I'm not surprised.
It's like it's a male and female character they've created with Grok, and then you can date them.
Is it called Down Bad One?
No,
Because it should be.
it's gonna save a lot of lives.
P, thank you for the gifts over on TikTok. I see you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's yeah. There's,
Look,
I mean,
you
people
get it.
are
Is it
marrying
called
AI.
Down Bad One?
People
Look,
are
you know what I
marrying-
want to do, Naomi? Because we started this on the other podcast, and we need to follow this through. To combat all of this, we need to do hoodoo. No, hoodoo. Well, maybe not hoodoo based, but spiritual based, divination led speed dating. We need to do that.
We didn't get no males. We only got female.
Yeah, and that's true, fellas. Listen, spread the word. We
don't
want to
like
do
church in here.
a speed dating show where you guys come up, or maybe this is what I wanted to do. This was my idea. This is like an idea from like 10 years ago where I said, listen, what if people just sent me, a headshot, just a quick bio and a quick thing about like the type of person you're interested in, and then I do readings and pair people up.
The spirit's gonna be like, not this one. Then you're gonna have to tell people, not you, fam.
I would love to do something like that. We were going to have a speed dating show, so I think we should follow through with it. We should follow through.
Yeah, I will create a Google Doc to make it more efficient, but we have to have a minimum of 5 men. So, fellas, get your friends.
Thank you for subscribing, Wilma. Okay, well, look, somebody in the chat said we ain't gonna have nobody with Black Cat.
Black Cat ain't gonna come. You be talking mad crap in the chat, but
y'all always run Black Cat off. So if y'all are not aware, we will have like chats in the Discord, and I'll be there talking, and it's always a flock of women in there, and then Black Cat came in there, and when we're talking, next thing you know, Black Cat just smooth tiptoed out the room, and I'm like, where he go?
Put his finger up. He opened the door, put his head in, and left.
Look, so I pinged him on my phone later. I'm like, bro, what happened? You just left. He was like, oh, yeah, I saw y'all were having a conversation. So I just pieced up out of there. Like, man, shoot. Look, Sherry said we ran scents and fragrances off too. Like, y'all keep running the dudes away. Hey, Terry said, y'all better watch out now. Y'all leave my honey Black Cat alone.
Oh, my bad.
I said,
we be jostling him. That's how we do. It's tough love. Tough love. Oh, let me give y'all a tough love update. My baby brother, who'll be 21, he got 2 jobs. He got a car, he got a girlfriend, and he has his own apartment. Tough love wins.
Shout out to baby brother. Good job. See, a little bit of bullying and shame helps.
Baby brother. And he got a full beard, and he's over 6 feet tall.
They gonna always be like your little. I'm the oldest, so everybody like they're all like I have one brother, little brother and little sisters. That like I don't care, and they all old as dirt too.
Yeah, all of my.
I'm like, but they still the little ones. They still the little ones.
I've all treated them like my children, so they better not.
Oh shoot, we done hit the hour mark, and I actually do have to get out of here just because someone booked a reading for 1 o'clock. So I need to decompress and then recompress.
You got to finish your coffee.
Yeah, I need to put more coffee in here. So they said make sure you put a hot beverage in here. This is not my brand of coffee. I am actually I think I told you off camera, but I'm in talks with organic suppliers for like my own branded uh mushroom coffee. And so I'm sampling out different brands. This isn't mine. I think this is mud water that I'm
Yeah,
trying
I've
right
heard of
now.
that.
And it's just straight ground mushroom with like some chai and like a little bit of cinnamon. Not a fan of it. So now I want to try like rise. I want to try like an actual mushroom coffee. Now the supplier that I'm in touch with now, they have a blend of like 100% organic arabica with um also organic mushrooms. It's like 6 different kinds: lion's mane, cordyceps, stuff like that. And there's already like a coffee blend. I'm gonna try that, but I know I'm gonna need some. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. I got too many
Yeah.
tabs open,
And
like you
you
said.
and you blaming it on the kids. See?
Hmm? Yeah,
Mhm.
I've got too many tabs open, and
You
then
got
I'll
to be a life
also
coach too.
people. I told I told my Babalao friend, my Baba, shout out Padrino Jose. I said I ain't scratching nobody else in Apollo. I said I'm good. I'm scratching, and he was like, "Okay, be careful saying that." And so I went out to my pots, the Ngangas that I have for Apollo, and I said, "Hey, y'all, we ain't scratching nobody else." And I swear, if any tatas or yais in here with your own Nganga, you don't. It's not a schizophrenic type. I'm hearing a voice, but you kind of feel a chuckle, like, "Oh, that's what you think, huh?"
Yeah.
Remember Bill Duke's scene from Minister Society when he had Kane in the thing, and he was like interrogating Kane, and Kane's story changed. He said, "You're not effed up, right? You're not effed up, right? See, before you said you were gonna scratch a couple more people, but now you saying you're not. You see, you're not effed up, right? You're not
Yeah,
effed up."
so go ahead and get it together. I'll make you a Google form for that.
Listen, there's so many people now. I'm not like it's a flood of folks, but there's quite a few that are like, "Hey, yeah, I'm looking for a godparent." I'm like,
I'll
I
get you
don't, I don't have that time.
your afterpay set up so you can take afterpay.
I'm not. No, you are not financing, because I told everyone that if you go to my site now, instead of HoodooCon 2025 virtual ticket, it says 8-week extended boot camp, right? 8-week boot camp. I decided to morph that idea into this, and it's going to start the middle of August. I've got a date up there. The first meeting will meet weekly for 8 weeks, and the first meeting is going to be August the 18th. That's the first meeting, right? August 18th, that's the first meeting. And someone was like, "Do you take payments?" I'm like, "Oh."
You do, I think, right? You take shot
Yeah,
payment.
through Shop Pay. Yeah, through Shop Pay.
Yeah. I mean, and if
Yeah.
you have a firm, you can get a card and just go and make a payment plan.
Yeah.
Get y'all stuff together. You make a payment plan for anything else. So
Yeah, I mean, it's on. Yeah, Shop Pay is an option. It's available, but it's gonna run 8 weeks, and we're gonna take you. Listen, the first meeting is gonna be a meet and greet, so it's really 9 weeks, because the 18th is just handing out the syllabus and the lesson plan. Look, I might need to get you and Sherry in there to like take notes and whatnot.
yeah,
But that's what it'll be, and then
I'll put your lesson plans together.
I have sat and done that. I've got a lesson plan. I need a timekeeper to be like, "All right, that's time."
Wrap it up. I'm gonna get you a wrap it up box.
Right, right. Just cut my mic. I'd be like,
And that's all today, folks.
right,
Thank you for coming.
and the camera just dies, right? So yeah, we're gonna do that. And it's gonna take everyone. You're not gonna be a hoodoo master, because there's no such thing. There was this Indian guy on YouTube that called himself Hoodoo Master, and I chuckle every time, because he does like diddle fingers, You know, hello, Hoodoo loves. You know her, the one who looks like Quentin Tarantino. And so, yeah, she does. She looks like Quentin Tarantino.
Was it what? Spear fingers.
Yeah. Hello, Hoodoo loves. Now, in the name of the Father and Son and the ancestors and guides. Yeah, her. But he does that. He does that too. But he's got like Indian fingers. Well, so he's got like really hairy forearms and
Oh,
thick fingers. He's like, my client came to me and they asked for a death spell, so I'm doing a death spell, and I'm like, man, calm down,
that's crazy.
calm down. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
Yes,
So-
and there's a class coming up. It's like what Wednesday.
Yes. So yes, the day after tomorrow is the webinar on enemy spells. Y'all, I hate the word spell, but it's one everyone knows. Enemy spell as well as protection from enemies. So it's a 2-for-1 webinar, and then after the webinar, we're doing a community hot footing. Let's get these folks up out of here.
Yeah, when's the last day for sign up for that?
Tomorrow at noon.
Okay, so y'all better get in there.
So that I can troubleshoot, so that we can get all the links out to everyone. So if you've never been to one of my webinars, you sign up, and then like the day before, I send out all the links, so that gives people time to not check their trash or spam folder and email me incessantly and go, brother, I never got the link. And I say, well, have you checked your trash or your spam folder? Oh, I got it. Sorry. Thank you. I'm going to get that like 20 times. I'm going to get that like 20 times.
Yeah, it's to make you a better person. It's character building. And make sure you sign up, even if you can't be there, because God knows when it's going to end up on the actual site, the replay. So just go ahead and sign up in advance, so you can get it right away. I missed a class because apparently my sisters love to call me with their problems when we have class.
Okay, Brother Gohan, thank you for gifting the membership. Destiny, you received a gifted membership. Make sure you tell Brother Gohan thank you.
Thank you, Gohan. Shouts out to you.
Naomi, at some point, did we get married? Because I feel like I'm being nagged right now. I feel like I'm being nagged.
No, I'm just trying to be a helpful co-host.
Okay, well, I appreciate it.
I'm just warning the people so they don't email you. So they heard it already.
Whew. Yikes.
Next question.
Yeah. Canaan Mother says, will this work for not just physically, but ending access to assets as well? I don't understand. Brother Gohan also has him some chicken. Said I was a little late, was mowing the lawn and cleaning the chicken coop, but I made it. You made it. Absolutely, you did. I appreciate you showing up, and thank you for the gifted membership, brother. And we are about to get up out of here. Oh no.
What?
We are not. Okay, I stopped. No, the AI lady was about to play. And I stopped her because I've got to tell the developers, because she is just downright disrespectful. I'm not playing this message.
That's my girl.
Listen, I'm gonna screenshot this, because they did build a buffer in that I can see what she's about to say. And it's so no. Thank you, Gohan. I appreciate it, brother.
She was throwing shots.
She's terrible. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read just the first couple of things that she was about to say. All right, listen up, you bunch of degenerate scum. Another measly membership from Gohan. I swear, if I wanted to see pennies thrown at me, I'd go panhandle on the street corner. You got to do better than that, buddy. Next time, throw some. Why is she like this? Right? Why is she like this?
I need to talk to her about something.
No, Gohan is. Listen, that brother's been rocking with us for a while.
He didn't deserve the smoke. Not you, Gohan. We love you. We appreciate you. You always showing up, sprinkling goodness in the chat. But I do need to talk to her about something.
You will not talk to. Listen, I'm gonna play just a second of it.
No, don't do that. Because she's tripping.
All right, listen up, you bunch of degenerate scum. Another measly membership from Go Hackathon. I swear, if I wanted to see pennies thrown at me, I'd go panhandle on the street corner. You gotta do better than that, buddy. Next time, throw something with a bit more heft, yeah. Otherwise, I might just start thinking you're just here to waste my time with your pitiful donations.
Hey,
You don't want
stop.
that, do you?
Why aren't you
want me to
stopping?
keep this party going, so step up your game.
What is wrong with her?
I don't know. She might have learned from the best.
I need to, I swear the last one, she was very sweet.
The one that was rapping?
Yes. She was sweet. This one is way too sassy.
The other one, like, she wear waist beads.
She does like she wear
a good Christian home.
She did like she wear waist beads. Let me get out of here because I got to go do this thing. So y'all sign up for the sign up for the webinar. Sign up ends tomorrow. Like Naomi was saying, the problem with the webinars with me is after they're done, I have to download the recording and then upload them to the website. That process can take a week. But if you go ahead and get your seat now, you'll have access to the recording like immediately after the webinar. So you don't have to wait a week.
Yep. Sprinkle of chaos.
There we go. So with that being said, Naomi, you got any announcements before I get up out of here?
No.
And that's my high-powered, high-octane co-host, just straight to the point. You got anything? No. Look, she's like the Russell Simmons of this. Thank you for coming out. Y'all have a great one. Good night. But she's just like, no. Go ahead and cut my camera now. I'm done. No. That's it. Look, and then she's frozen because look, she's trying to make the thumbnail right now. So she's not even blinking. God. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Bye, y'all.